What's up, my bros? It's Big Bro right here, and I'm back with another reaction video. And in this video, to be honest, I'm disappointed, I'm let down, I'm kind of angry because Tyron Woodley lost to Jake Paul with a split decision, with a 7-1 split decision, man. That's kind of like a landslide, and to be honest, I'm saying it's a little bit capped because, yeah, sure, I guess Jake actually won this fight. To be honest with you guys, I watched the fight. I'm one of the dumb fucks that actually paid to watch this fight in full. I'm one of the dumb fucks that actually paid to watch the full event. And I watched the fight, and to be honest, I believe that yes, Jake Paul, he did win more rounds. I would say he won 5 rounds, but I also believe that Tyron Woodley won at least 3 rounds, man. The judges were just giving Jake points. Like, Jake will be punching Tyron, but then he will scuff him, or he will just barely graze him, while Tyron will land a lot of significant strikes. Tyron will walk down Jake throughout the whole fight. Tyron will be the aggressor. Tyron, at round 4, Tyron was beating Jake, and he hit that huge hit straight to Jake that got Jake down at the ropes. The ropes held Jake up. If the ropes weren't there, that would have been a knockdown. But to be honest with you guys, man, Tyron Woodley should have applied more pressure. He should have applied much more pressure. He was just being way too cautious. Every time he would let Jake get a breather, every time he would let Jake rest, so then Jake will not come and actually land a couple of good clean strikes to Tyron. So to be honest, man, at first I thought that it was rigged, but then now looking back at it, man, I hate to admit it, because I really do not like Jake Paul, bro. I really do not like Jake Paul. And Tyron Woodley, man, he really let me down, man. He lost to Jake Paul. But Tyron Woodley, this is his first ever boxing fight. And to be honest, sure, yeah, he had over like 10 to 15 years of MMA and of UFC. You know, Tyron Woodley, he's a legendary. I think he's a Hall of Famer in UFC. Sure, yeah, but the transition from MMA or any other sport to boxing is a harder transition any man or woman will ever do in their life, because boxing is the hardest ever sport to actually try to grasp it and actually try to knowledge it, you know? So Tyron Woodley, he did great. Trust me, Tyron Woodley did great for his first ever boxing fight. He went the distance, 8 rounds. He didn't get knocked down. He didn't get hurt. Tyron Woodley was controlling the whole fight, except for round 1 and 2. But other than that, he was controlling the whole fight, walking down Jake. Jake got tired, because remember, this is first, except for Deji, this is his first fight that Jake actually went past 7 rounds. Tyron Woodley was controlling the whole fight, but Tyron Woodley, in terms of the decision, Tyron Woodley failed me, man. He failed me, because now this is going to be good on Jake Paul's resume, because not only did he beat Edison Gibb, not only did he beat Ben Askren, not only did he beat Nate Robinson, now on Jake Paul's resume, he has beaten Tyron Woodley in a split decision, man. But we also got to realize this, though. The judges that were at the Cleveland, Ohio boxing event to judge this Paul and Woodley fight are very inexperienced, and they do not know what the fuck they're doing. So Jamie Garwaya, I don't know how you say his last name, Phil Rogers, and Dana DePaulo, all 3 judges, like what I'm reading right now, they are inexperienced judges. They do not know what they're talking about. They do not know what they're judging. So to be honest, man, I don't know about this fight. I do believe that Tyron actually landed a lot of hits. What I'll do in this video, I know this is a long intro, I already just explained my side. So what I'll do now, I will show you the scorecard. After this, I will show you how the world is reacting to this whole fight. But before I do that, y'all should not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to turn that bell so that every time I upload a new video, y'all should be the first ones to fuck with it, and y'all should be the first ones to like it. Without further ado, let me show you the scorecard. The official scorecard from this fight, Ohio Athletic Commission official boxing ballot from Jamie Garwaya, Phil Rogers, and Dana Powalo. As you can see here, I'm not gonna go into it because it'll be taking too long. But as you can see here, Jimmy Garwaya awarded Jake Paul round 1, round 2, round 3, round 6, and round 7, while he awarded Tyron only round 4, where Tyron did that big ass knockdown that he should have fouled up. Tyron was standing there looking like a dumb fool. Round 5 and round 10. For Rogers, man, I appreciate what he's trying to do for Tyron, but man, I don't know, because he gave Jake only the first 3, while he gave Tyron round 4 through round 8. And Dana gave Jake round 1 and 2, round 5, 6, 7, 8, but he only gave Tyron round 3 and 4. To be honest, I don't fucking know, man, because I watch boxing like mostly all my life, man. And usually in a knockdown, that's a lot of points. And usually when a boxer or a fighter is walking down their opponent and their opponent is constantly backing up, constantly like being on the defensive while the other opponent's on the offensive, Tyron threw more significant strikes, man. He threw heavy hits, but closes it because, let me see if I can find it right now. Yeah, as you can see here in this picture, literally right after the fight is the stats, and then it says Jake Paul for his jabs 36 of 122, his power punches 35 of 85, his total punches 71 of 207. Tyron Woodley only threw 11 jabs out of 48, 41 power punches out of 115, and in total 52 of 163. So as you can see here, Tyron Woodley, he threw less punches, but he landed more. Jake threw more punches, but landed less. But despite it saying 34% for Jake, 32%, but Jake did have 22 more body shots landed than Tyron, because guess what? This is Tyron's first fight. He doesn't really know how to do body shots like that. He only knows how to do like power punches and face strikes. So like, I watched a fight. These stats, I don't know what is even saying, because I watch it like I'm the dumb fuck who paid to watch this. So I watch all rounds. It's not like I'm being biased and saying that, oh, no, Tyron should win. No, I watched the whole fight. I was analyzing it. I saw that Tyron was throwing more significant and heavy strikes, but Jake was throwing more faster, more crisp, and more combos. So in my eyes, I believe that this fight should have at least been a draw, or Jake will win by 5-3. That's what I believe. But let me stop rambling about the whole fight stats and all that shit. Let me go to how the world is reacting to this whole debacle, man. Now you can see Daniel Cormier. He said Jake Paul showed he has toughness and won't quit. Tyron wasn't active enough. Not a bad fight though. It was activity. Paul was exhausted, and when guys are that tired, gotta show them the door. Whatever, man. Damn it, Tyron. Yeah, damn it, Tyron. Tyron really let a lot of good people down. He let me down. He let his mom down. Jake Paul, his team disrespected his mom. This is disrespectful, man. And then we now go to LeBron James. He even responded too. He said Cleveland is jumping. Should have flew back to the crib. Crazy, bro. He responded. That's crazy. And then we now go to DJ Academics. He said, nah, Tyron Woodley needs to get a run back. And if you go on DJ Academics Instagram page, he too believes that this fight was rigged as well. But he also says that Tyron Woodley should have done more. He should have done more. I believe Tyron Woodley should have applied the pressure more. So we now go to Adam 22. Man, I usually fuck with Adam 22, but now he's saying big night for all of us Jake Paulers. Man, Adam 22, you can't be saying that type of shit, but I guess no, because Jake Paul won. Then Bryce Hall, the nigga who got his share rocked by Austin McBroom. He said, incredible performance at Jake Paul. Good shit. Then we now go to Dylan Dennis. He said Tyron Woodley is embarrassing. And Dylan Dennis will now later go on and talk more shit about Jake Paul, disrespecting him and all of that. That's crazy, man. Then we now go to Brian Campbell, who was, following the whole fight stat by stat, round by round, everything by everything. He says more than this, but I had to screenshot this just to show you guys. He said, round 8, Paul lands a jab and barely misses a right behind it. Why isn't Woodley throwing? Paul takes a deep breath against the ropes and Woodley isn't chasing him down. That's what I was saying. Like, my brother and I was watching this fight. we were saying that, bro, why isn't Woodley chasing him down? Why isn't Woodley applying the pressure? You're literally gonna let a nigga who beat Edison Gibb, Nate Robinson, and Ben Askren, 3 non-boxers, beat Tyron Woodley, a legend, or a so-called legend, in the UFC. I think he's a Hall of Famer. How you gonna let a nigga that beat 3 goofballs beat you, man? That's crazy. And then when I get here, this is another scorecard. As you can see, Jake Paul won 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Tyron only won 4 and 8. So split decision. Some are saying 7-1, some are saying 6-2. I think it's 5-3. I think Tyron won round 5, to be honest, man. He got a lot of hits on round 5, man. Jake Paul was tired and groggy, but ultimately, Jake Paul won. I was about to do some memes here. My brother was referring me to do memes, but I ain't gonna lie. This video is kind of long. I ain't trying to drag this out too long, but I'm gonna end this here. Do you guys believe that this fight was rigged? Comment down below, because how can Tyron Woodley, a UFC legend, let a former Disney kid, a former YouTuber, who his record, he beat a YouTuber, Edison Gibb, a former NBA player, Nate Robinson, and a retired UFC kind of legend. Ben Askren is kind of a legend. And now Jake Paul has defeated in a split decision Tyron Woodley. That's the end of the video I have for you guys today, man. But without further ado, I'm Big Bro. I'm signing out. Peace.